So how about you get rid of your regular old chicken wings and regular old pizza for Super Bowl Sunday? In this kitchen, we're whipping up a smoked grouper spinach dip with guava and thyme glazed wings and cassava chips for the big game. Welcome back to Chef It Up, everyone. I'm your host, Ianthea Smith. Let me just say, okay, that I do know that I'm wearing the wrong jersey, okay?
I hope so. We
do know that it's the Patriots and the Falcons who are playing in this year's Super Bowl. But like many of the girls, I'm just here for the food and the halftime show, okay? I just showed up to the party just so, you know? Welcome back to the kitchen, Chef Owen from Cassava Girl. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Oh, no problem, you know.
You fine with my jersey, right? Let me just make sure.
New England, you know, I have a lot of friends who are New England fans. I have a lot of friends who are Falcon fans. You know, they want you to represent, to pick a side. I don't know.
See, this is staying in the middle. This is playing it safe.
Oh, you're playing Switzerland now. Switzerland. Okay, good.
All right, so what are we making today?
Okay, now guys, you want to throw away your scales and all the other good stuff because we're going to cook this with some real flavor. We're going to have a lot of butter. We're going to have a lot of garlic. We're going to have a lot of cream cheese. It's Super Bowl.
Yes,
come on, it's the
fun
Super Bowl.
Food, fun right? Food,
Not
your regular old wings and pizza like you said.
No, definitely. Cooking this style of food, you definitely want to go in and have the best party of your life.
All right, so we're going to start with our dip?
Yeah, we're going to start with our smoked salmon dip.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry, our smoked grouper dip.
Smoked grouper dip. All right, that sounds good. Where do we start?
Okay, we're going to start with a little bit of spinach. You want to saute off some spinach on the left side here. So you just want to make sure that we're all nice and hot.
All right. Okay. So you just toss a couple of these in here?
Yeah, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil in the pan first.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So how did you get this dish? Like, what made you come up with a smoked grouper spinach dip? His dishes are all tongue twisters.
No, definitely. Well,
so who are you pulling for the Super Bowl?
Oh, I'm going to go with the Falcons. I got to go with the Falcons. I know. I'm sorry, VJ Rock. I apologize, but yeah, I got to go with the Falcons.
Am I like committing a cardinal sin by wearing this cowboy? Because everybody's giving me the eye. Like, what the Cowboys do?
No, definitely.
Everybody's giving me the eye with this shirt.
I'm not quite sure, but you're gonna add a little bit of salt into that as well.
Okay.
Okay. See, oh, nice.
I love a good spinach dip.
Nice.
And if we can get some grouper in there, that's even better.
Hey, definitely. You know, there's always room for grouper.
But is spinach dip like really hard to make? I feel like
no, very easy, very simple, and actually gonna take this. Even though it has a lot of flavor, it takes a lot of preparation time in the beginning to add that flavor. But the execution of the dish is fairly simple.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do now with the spinach is because we got some of the spinach going there. You can add a little bit more into that for me,
okay,
please.
A little bit more.
Cool. So we're gonna add a little more extra virgin olive oil in here, and we also this is gonna make our creamy base.
Okay.
Okay. So in that creamy base, you're gonna add a little bit of garlic. Oh, I love that sound.
I always see my stepmom making spinach dip, and for some reason I think it would be so hard and long to make.
No, definitely. It cooks in a matter of seconds. Okay.
Really?
We're gonna
so
roast.
In here, some oil we put in there.
Oh yeah, we add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Some garlic.
And we have some
allspice.
Fresh allspice from the back of my yard, as a matter of fact.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Okay, to that, you want to add some milk. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Milk burns easily.
It does burn easily, so you have to be very careful with that.
Making sure we don't burn it.
Well, one of the tricks that we use at the restaurant is you always want to use a Teflon coating or rubber spatula inside. So as you scoop on the inside, it picks up everything as you move it around.
Okay, good.
Definitely.
All right, little tip for you there, guys.
Yeah, we're going to add a little bit of cassava flour.
Mm-hmm. His special flour.
Yes, my special flour. A little bit of cassava flour.
That he doesn't want to tell me what's in it. Flour and some other goodness.
Well, the great thing about cassava flour is that it thickens a lot faster than regular flours.
Okay.
And like I said before, it's gluten-free, so you know we don't have to worry about that. Right? Definitely. So we'll also add some cumin seeds to that. Remember, we're kicking up the flavor, taking it to the next level.
This is smelling really good.
Awesome.
It smells real herby and earthy, and it smells really good.
So we're gonna add some dehydrated peppers to that. We're also gonna add some dehydrated dill.
Okay.
And because we're using the grouper, I like to use the zest of a lime on this. Now this isn't actually dehydrated. If you can feel it, you can see the difference. This one's a little bit more feathery.
Soft, and this one's a little more dry.
So I actually want to have a delicate balance on this one. Not so much. This last time I used it was a little bit more powerful. We want a more delicate balance with the same herbs.
Got it. Got it. Cool. I love the base that we're using here and all the ingredients we're using here now.
Yes.
Very green, very earthy, like I say. They're all. They smell really good.
Just mix it around a little bit there for me, please. Cool.
All right. So our spinach is just sauteing down a little bit over here. And these burn quickly too.
Definitely.
If you can put a whole handful of spinach in a pot and 2 seconds later, they're gone.
Yeah, but we won't have that problem today. We won't have that problem today.
I know, because we're cooking with Chef Owen.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Nice. So when they start to get wilted like that, just put them in this container right here. Yes, you can go. We don't want to cook them too long.
Yeah.
Because we also want to preserve some of the flavor and the natural antioxidants that are found in the spinach. Okay, now this comes the fun part. We've actually smoked our grouper now for over 6 hours. We get to cook it. We get to cook it.
And so for people who may want to cook home with us though, with the grouper, so they should prepare that a day before.
Yes, you can prepare it for a day before. I would recommend 12 to 24 hours. Actually.
Okay. Yes.
As you can see now, so you have the smoke, the texture is getting nice and firm over the top.
Yeah.
So you're going to take this now and add it to the refrigerator. You're going to add it to your oven.
Okay.
Great.
All right, so I took my spinach out. I think these are good. How do they look to you?
Oh, they look you've done this before, haven't you?
You've done this around before. Sometimes in the kitchen.
Okay, awesome. I wish you guys could smell this.
I know, and here smells amazing. I can't even describe it, but like I said, real greeny and earthy. Really, the cream now is giving me another scent.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a mixture of our whole milk, and then we have coconut milk as well.
Okay.
So now, you guys want to grab the cream cheese over there for me, please?
Sure.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We want to go about. You want to take about half of this.
I like cream cheese.
You want to get half of this. You want to get it all in there, okay?
And that gives it that smooth, creamy texture, right?
Smooth, creamy texture, definitely. And then we're gonna add some pepper jack cheese. We're gonna add about 4 ounces of it. We have 8 ounces in here, so we're gonna go about half.
Okay.
Pepper jack cheese. Excellent.
All right, so our smoked grouper spinach dip is just about done. And just to recap, you guys, in this pot, we just put some sour cream, some milk, coconut milk we use
coconut milk, and we also use the whole milk.
Whole milk. We put some pepper jack cheese. What else? Some cumin.
Some dry dill. Some salt. We added some lemon zest. And now we're gonna fold in green onions.
Okay.
Sorry, red onions.
Red onions. We're gonna whip that in.
Yes, we're gonna add a little bit of cilantro.
I love cilantro.
Then we're gonna add some green scallions. And hey, your favorite. Tomatoes. Yeah.
I'll eat it. I really don't like tomatoes, but I've been eating it this whole show. So.
Definitely. Okay, great.
All right. Oh, that looks really good, and that smells even better.
And the spinach now.
So the spinach dip really wasn't hard.
Not at all. I
was afraid, but for no reason.
Yeah, the great thing about it is it packs a lot of flavor as well. Right. So you just want to roughly chop our spinach.
And of course, I sauteed those down just a little bit.
You did. Perfect job.
Yay.
Nice. Okay.
So should I whisk?
Yeah, just whisk it right in all together. You should have a nice creamy texture.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I could just eat this alone. Like I could just take some crackers and just eat this by itself. And I love that you're not skimping on the spinach, you know?
Oh, no, definitely. You want to make sure you have it's called a spinach dip.
Exactly. But a lot of people like things, but they don't like the main ingredient in it, you know?
Okay, great.
This smells really good. And of course, he's checking on our grouper that we just put in the oven for a bit. All right. Oh. And this is going to mix with this.
Yes.
To make our smoked grouper spinach dip. This smells really good, you guys.
Awesome. So
it's really cheesy too.
So here we have our fish. Nice.
So how do we put that? How do we get that to go in here? Like what's the process for that one? Do we just cut it up, or?
Well, it's game day, you know. So we gotta get the gloves. You know, we gotta make sure we catch the ball. We don't want any balls dropping.
All these little football references.
Definitely. You make sure you don't want to get a touchback, right?
What?
But you're here for the food, right?
Just here for the food.
You're here for the food. Now the great thing about this is you can actually dice it, you could actually slice it, but I prefer it. I call it country style. Country style. Country style is when you actually get it. Break a nice piece. As you can see, the juices are still in there.
Yeah, I love it. It's perfectly done. It's not too overdone and not underdone.
You know what? This is beautiful. Exactly. All right. So you just want to flake those pieces in there.
Okay.
Just want to get a nice flake.
So you just flake it in.
Oh yeah, and then instead of whisking, we're gonna do a little bit of folding. We're gonna be nice and light.
Nice. And so this is how we get a smoked grouper spinach dip.
Definitely.
Makes a lot of sense.
And this is how you get a lot of people coming back to your football parties.
Yeah, but you can make this with a lot of different meats as well, right? A lot of different fish as well.
Definitely meat, different fish. We've done it with smoked salmon. We've actually done it with pulled pork. We've actually done it with shrimp. So there's many different ways you can do this actual recipe.
All right, you guys. So our spinach dip, as you can see, is ready to go, ready to eat. We got some wings coming up next.
Yes.
And some cassava chips, you guys. This is a different type of Super Bowl party. We'll be right back. This is Chef It Up. Welcome back to Chef It Up, everyone. Our Super Bowl party is just getting started, right?
Yes, it's definitely getting started.
So let's just tell everyone we're making our smoked grouper spinach dip that we've done.
Yes.
It's now sitting in the oven, just catching itself. So now it's on to our guava thyme glazed wings, right?
Yes,
and our
definitely.
cassava chips.
Okay.
So where do we get started?
Well, everybody loves wings. So one of the good things you want to do with wings is just get some gloves again. Hey, this gloves, I'm telling you. So we're gonna season with a little bit of sea salt. And this is a great mixture because once you put everything in the particular pan, you can get your hands in there, you can get it dirty, you can get gritty, like in the huddle. There we go.
He's coming with all of the football references because, like I said, I just have for the food.
Definitely.
I'm really into the touchdowns and the.
But before you eat someone's food, you should at least give them an opportunity to think that you know about football. What do you think?
Should I? Is that a prerequisite to come into the Super Bowl parties?
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
Because I'm just trying to keep it bold. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't for your team or the other team.
Wow,
I just want the food.
Definitely. Okay, great. So we're gonna add some lime zest to the top of that as well.
All right, so what do we just put in here? Some salt?
Some cumin seed. We also add some fresh lime.
Okay.
Zest in there. Okay. And this is one of the secret ingredients. Don't tell anybody about this one, okay?
What's that?
It's mustard. Use a whole granary pommery mustard. So you're just gonna add some of that mustard in there as well.
Mustard on chicken wings.
Take it to another level. I
won't even lie. I see why you call yourself the flavor god because he mixes ingredients and things that I would never imagine would go on, certain foods.
Nice. Now remember,
but it's always so beautiful.
Okay. So here's our handy dandy smoked pepper seasonings.
Okay.
And this is very easy, okay? Our goal is to make it very easy, make it very sexy, make it very flavorful.
Because chicken wings are those, that's a food that we eat so much but then it can get so boring after a while.
Definitely.
And so if you find ways to kind of, amp up the flavor, make different flavors and stuff.
Yes.
So give me one more combination that'll be good to try on chicken wings. We have here the guava thyme. What's like another one we can try at home?
I would prefer I like the mango glazed wings. They're really, really good. When in the summertime, you have mango glazed wings and the pineapple ginger. Or you get at the restaurant. The pineapple ginger and the tamarind. They go like wild cakes.
I've had tamarind glazed wings before. That is the bomb. That's like taking a chicken wing, sticking it in some tamarind sauce, and just eating it.
Definitely.
Like, tamarind glazed wings are absolutely amazing. But that pineapple ginger sounds good too.
Oh yes, the pineapple ginger.
I need to try that one.
We drizzle it with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and sesame oil, so it gives it an extra little.
You sell that? You have that at your?
We do. Of course we do.
See, I need to find you. So what do we do now? What's in here? This is our.
This is our cassava flour. We just have a little bit of our seasoning. So we don't want to if we just leave the cassava by itself, it kind of takes away from the seasoning.
Okay.
So you want to also season this as well.
Okay.
And then we're gonna coat that. And we're gonna drop some inside the deep fry fryer, so we can fry some off in a minute.
Sounds good. All right, guys. So our chicken wings are.
You can just grab those and just drop them in the bag right here. Very nice and easy breezy, beautiful.
Okay.
Nice. This is where the fun comes in.
I know, you gotta shake the bag, right?
Of course.
Do I put all in?
All in. You can put them all in.
Okay.
You're gonna put them all in. Definitely.
Awesome. All right.
Okay. You can grab it in the bag. Give me your gloves. You can put them right in here. I'll take them away for you. Yeah. Because this is where the fun part comes in.
Yes. I need my hands for this one.
Yes.
Okay.
And while you're starting that, I'll start our guava and thyme glaze.
Okay, so this is just the wings, guys, that we're getting ready and battered to go. So how do we get the guava and thyme glaze going?
Well, the first time I tried this recipe, when I told my sister about it, guava and thyme, she's like, guava and thyme? Those things don't go together. So it's been my mission thus far, ever since then, to make it work. So what we have in here is, we want to use a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to start, because this also helps to shine with the glaze.
Okay.
We add a little bit of the guava puree is in there. During our summers, we actually get a lot of guavas during the summertime.
Yeah,
so we get them, we put them in the freezer, we get them for purees, and they're great.
Awesome. Okay. What's the difference between a glaze and a sauce? Well, yeah, I could see it in my head, but tell everybody else.
Well, for a sauce means something that can be dipped into, and a glaze is something that kind of adheres to the actual particular meat. So if you're actually having a glaze, once we started to deglaze our pans and cook our chicken wings, it'll actually stick to the pan rather than having a sauce where you can actually dip it in. Eat it in.
So what's best for chicken wings? The glaze or the sauce?
The glaze. Definitely the glaze.
Yeah.
It's very clean, you know. You may be out in your linen outfit or a nice chef jacket like cassava grill, you know, who knows? And then you are eating and you don't want it to fall and drip all over you. But the glaze definitely works the best for me.
All right. So we're getting our guava and thyme glaze going here. What's in this pot already? You said?
And in here I have some puree of guava. I also have some orange juice. Let me add a little bit more
regular
orange juice.
old orange juice?
Well, I mean, from the trees, from our plants.
So I mean,
fresh. Oh, definitely. Okay. Everything is fresh. Hello, the flavor of God. Thank you.
Yes. Forgive me.
So no, we definitely want to do that. Remember our dehydrated dill? We want to add that to that, and we want to reduce this to about 2/3 of the liquid. So we notice we started here in the top, when it's about the center. So as it reduces, it begins to thicken up, and all the flavors kind of come together. While we're doing that.
So what turns this into a glaze, or it's just that the reduction is going to make it thick by itself?
Yes, the reduction makes it thicker by itself, and actually the addition of the agave and a little bit of the honey actually gives it that nice glaze look.
Got you. All right.
You can also achieve that kind of glaze look if you use cornstarch or cassava starch. We use cassava starch at the restaurant in all of our dishes, and anything needs to be thickened, like our soups, we thicken it with our cassava starch as well.
Okay, so where are you spending your Super Bowl Sunday?
Well, Super Bowl Sunday we'll be at the restaurant actually. We'll be at
Cassava. Y'all have a party?
Yeah, well, definitely.
Oh, well, I think I know what I'm going to be. Oh, this is a secret?
I was going to say we're till the end. Wow.
Well, let's get into it now, because I need to know where to come. Y'all having something?
Oh, yeah. Well, Cassava Grill is located on East Street. If you're heading north, we're headed in the Burnt Orange Plaza right before you reach Super Value.
Right.
And from about 5 in the afternoon, we'll be starting up. We're going to be kicking off with a little bit of grill on the outside. Going to have a little bit of music. Then we're going to take it on the inside for the game. It's going to be a lot of great food, a lot of flavors. Come by, drop by, stop by, talk to us, text us. Yeah, follow us.
I am coming. I'm going to be there. Is it okay if I wear my cowboys? Do you think I can get beat up?
Yeah, you may get in a little bit of a little altercation, but you know, the great thing about it is
all about. Don't mind me. I just come in for the food and the fun.
It's all about great food and great fun.
Yeah,
that's definitely what it's about.
All right, so our glaze is going. This smells really good.
Yes, definitely.
That orange juice really was a surprising ingredient to add to that, and it gives it a good scent.
Oh yes, definitely.
So I expecting some tang, a little bit of citrusy something.
Great. See, the great thing about eating at Cassava Grill, you begin to eat with a little bit of expectation, and I like that. And then come the sense and the sights that you're seeing, you're beginning to experience it. It's wonderful.
Yeah, but then when you then when you taste it, you're like, hold on now.
Wait a minute.
Hold on now. This wasn't what I thought I was gonna have.
Well, exactly. That's
a good thing. That's a good thing, though.
Well, I think food is a journey, and as we eat our food and as we begin to experience different spices and different seasonings, then we begin to notice that, hey, food isn't as intimidating as most people like to think it is.
Yeah. And so now we are going to what, your specialty?
Oh, well, I don't know if I want to call it my specialty.
This is yours though.
This is mine. This is indeed mine. We're gonna have some cassava chips.
Some cassava chips from fresh cassava.
Yes, from fresh cassava.
From the cassava
guy. Hey, definitely.
So this should be interesting.
Yeah.
So how did you get to making these cassava chips?
Well, Actually, you're just working with some of my friends for a competition. We're looking at different vehicles that could actually transport food and actually would stay crisp during the period. We played around with taro, we played around with sweet potatoes, we played around with a little bit of pumpkin. But when we started to slice them and create the chips, they lasted about 6 to 8 hours when we started to do them. So we were like, wow, this is really something that we're gonna look into. And remember now, Usain Bolt got in trouble for this a couple of years earlier, saying it was a performance-enhancing drug. So I'm not quite sure how that actually went off.
Well, cassava is really good. It's really healthy, and you know, a lot of people in other Caribbean countries swear by it. You know, I wish we in the Bahamas would do the same.
Yeah, of course. Now there's several ways you want to peel cassava. You know, this way is probably the safest. This way is probably the safest. As you cut it in the center, you want to place it down. As you can see, the purple on the inside, you want to cut just beneath that as you pull your way down.
Okay, so Super Bowl Sunday doesn't have to be boring.
No, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. And if you're actually doing something boring, that's uncivilized.
Yeah,
I think so.
right?
I think it's uncivilized.
The game should not be the best part of the day.
Yes.
Like, even if your team wins or loses, like, you should go and be like, Muddles, that food was good.
That food was good. Definitely. There you go. I'm definitely like that.
That's my entire. I have no team. I really don't care, to be honest. I'm just here for the food.
Definitely. Okay. Now, after we have our cassava all nice and peeled, we want to use a little mandolin.
Okay.
Trustee and duty. At the restaurant, probably have like a million of these.
Yeah.
You know, because we have cassava chips on a daily basis. Everybody comes there. Some people, it's funny because when they come in for cassava chips, you think they wouldn't like it, but after they tasted it the first time, they're like back the next day, like, hey, I need that little thing, eh?
Nice.
So definitely, what we want to do is just slice it.
Okay. So let me just pull up one of these here. Okay, so these are gonna make our cassava chips, you guys. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, and that's just it?
Oh, yes, definitely. And then, hey, right into our fryers. The magic is in the seasoning. The magic is in the seasoning.
There's a seasoning that goes on top. All right, you guys, our cassava chips are in and frying. Our chicken wings are waiting to be glazed. And our spinach chip is just sitting, waiting to be eaten. This is Chef It Up. We'll be right back. And this is it, you guys. Our dish is almost done. Those chicken wings are nice and golden.
Oh, nice, definitely.
So they're done?
Oh, yes.
Perfect. So we just fried them down. Of course, as you know, before we battered them in our cassava flour.
Yes.
And some other little special stuff. And so we just deep fried them, and now we're going to toss them in our guava thyme glaze that we made, you guys. So all we did was we just took it from the pot here, put it in a pan, let that simmer down a little bit more, and you can see that it's thickening up.
Oh,
I see what you say about just letting it sit on the stove for a while. It gets really thick and turns into that good glaze.
Excellent. Now we also want to add some of our thyme into there as well.
Some more thyme, of course.
Some more thyme, of course.
Some guava thyme.
Yeah, some guava thyme.
And I just need to point out, though, these cassava chips, though. Guys.
Nice.
I don't know what he did, but after we fried them, he tossed them in some special seasoning something. They're crunchy, they're flavorful, they're better than any chips.
Yeah.
Any of those, you know, fried crazy chips in the store. I absolutely love it.
Definitely. Well, one of the things we do, we slice them to hand. That's why they stay so nice and crisp. And we make our own seasonings. So we hold the pattern on the seasoning, on the slicing.
So you know what? Tell me what that is.
I can't. For legal reasons, I can't. For legal reasons, I can't.
Really, really good.
Awesome.
You need to bag these, man, and put these in the store.
I definitely agree. That's definitely on our agenda.
They're good. They're a healthy alternative to everything else that's being sold.
Oh, definitely.
I love it.
And most importantly, they're gluten-free.
And they taste good. You know, you usually think of healthy chips like, oh my God, they're gonna have no taste, or they're gonna be. These are really good.
Oh wow. Okay, great. So
and that looks good.
You want to make sure we have everything's nice and toasted and coated. So as you can see, notice the glaze. The glaze is here. It isn't dripping all over the plate. It's nice and steady, and it adheres actually to the meat.
Nice. So our guava thyme glaze wings, you guys.
Oh yes, there you go.
Awesome. Them some hot chicken wings.
Oh yeah, nice and hot. Nice and definitely hot and flavorful.
I can see that.
Okay, now I wouldn't be the flavor king if I didn't have a little surprise.
What's the surprise?
At the end of it. Now I didn't say it all show, but oh wow.
Look at that.
Wow. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, what's the surprise for these wings?
Well, the surprise for these wings is something that, you know, I love dehydration. You know, because dehydration then gives us opportunity to fortify flavors. And one of my favorite flavors, especially not only through NFL time, but it's pumpkin. I love pumpkin, you know. Roasted pumpkin, pumpkin bisque. Anyway.
Okay.
Bam! Look what I got.
Look at that.
Some dehydrated.
Well, that was a surprise, indeed.
Of course, you know. Oh, I have to give an ode to my boy. There you go.
Salt Bay.
Definitely, there we go.
An ode to Salt Bay.
Yes,
funny, I love it.
Of course.
Did you find that funny as a chef?
Of course. I think that guy is hilarious. He is hilarious.
Just toss some salt on a dish.
Yes,
that was funny.
I love that guy. He's very hilarious.
All right, you guys, so we are now about to wrap up our plating for this dish. And of course, you just pulled out our smoked grouper spinach dip that I've been waiting to try all show. So I can't wait.
Oh, yes, it's nice and hot. And we're actually going to serve it and we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. Really? So what we had a chance to do today
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice, yeah. So we have a nice bread.
What
nice.
This?
Oh, sure, definitely. Just put it in the center for me, please. Thank you.
What are you gonna do with this?
Well, we're gonna get a little bit creative because you know everybody's gonna have basically the same
This is gonna be my
party.
bowl, huh?
Yeah, the same pretty party. So hey, why not create a bowl out of it?
Nice. Awesome. So what are you gonna do? Just carve this out and then toss it in there?
Yeah, we're gonna carve it out. We're gonna toss it in, and we're gonna save it actually as another preparation another day.
Wow. What kind of bread is this?
This is a challah bread. So we call a challah bread. It's made with a lean dough. Basic ingredients: just flour, water, yeast, salt. You know, the recipe hasn't changed in over 300 years.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. You definitely want to keep that. You know? You definitely want to keep that.
This looks really good. Like, I don't even know what to say. I'm just ready to start eating.
No, definitely.
It's like we have a mixture of a couple different dishes here. It's starting to look like Super Bowl though, with the chips over here and the wings over here. But of course, they're just not any regular old wings. Oh, and now we have, okay, I need to get my fork. Because.
Nice and creamy. Now, I love the way how we break up the grouper on the inside because you see the nice chunks. That's why I call it country style. Nice and thick. You don't gotta worry if it's grouper. You know, it's nice and it's thick. Some people ask if it's kunky. This is groupery.
Yes, I want to go for a piece of that fish. Let me just dig into this right now. This is very creamy, very comforting. I'd like to say this just looks like a big old hug on a fork.
Hey, there you go. Definitely.
That is very good.
Awesome.
Oh,
awesome.
that spice from that fish just kicked it up at the end.
Excellent, excellent. Are we having a party in our mouths yet?
Definitely a party. Let me just go over here to my wing, get a piece of that off. Oh, no, that's a glaze. That's a glaze.
Great, I'm glad you enjoyed.
The mixture of the guava and the thyme.
Yes.
They marry very well together.
Excellent.
Complement each other very well. This is unbelievable.
Definitely.
Is this how your Super Bowl party gonna look?
Oh, well, this is just some of the basic things. Yeah,
Chef Owen, thank you so much for coming through. This was absolutely amazing, you guys. If you want a different type of Super Bowl party experience, try a dish like this. Or better yet, come to Chef Owen's party, right?
Okay, the flavor god.
The flavor god. Thank you so much for being here. Now, where do I go? I saw that you dip this.
Oh yeah, you can put a little bit of that on there.
Thank you guys so much, you guys. This has been Chef It Up. We'll see you next time.
Sure.
I like how you mix